Now, I had never seen a man get hit by a truck before, so I don't know if they always hit the concrete and then Bruce Lee back up, immediately ready to fight, but that is what he did. It was like, boom, boom, let's fucking do it!
Welcome to This Is Not Happening, everybody. Thank you. So here's the show. It's just a bunch of funny people, and we're all telling true stories. Please give it up for Mr. Cy Amundson, everybody. Let him hear it. Cy Amundson.
I used to be terrified of flying. Terrified. And a number of years ago, my parents were going to adopt 3 teenage girls from Texas, right? And before we adopted them, the whole family had to go down to Texas to meet them to prove that we were an okay family to be in charge of children. And I thought if I flew, I would die, obviously. So instead, from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Dallas, Texas, I rode a Greyhound bus. And after you ride a Greyhound, you realize dying, not that bad. It's a pillow, you can stretch your legs out, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to finger you in your sleep. Comparatively, it's pretty nice. So I dressed the part. I wore hospital scrubs, a Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt that could not have been intended for a man, and a camouflage vest. I loaded the bus, and I found a seat. I was one of the first guys on the bus, and I found my seat. Right here are 3 Mexican, young Hispanic Mexican typey folk, somewhere in that region. Behind me is a grown man with a stutter. Now, I only know he has a stutter because every town we came into on the entire trip, he had to announce it out loud, like, Topeka. Now, I'm not going to make fun of somebody with a stutter. He can't help that. I just don't understand why the fuck he's boasting about it right now. You don't see people without arms like, hey, come watch me swim laps at the pool. Ah! And then next to Stutters is an old Nigerian man. So we're cruising along, and I'm trying to sleep, and I can't because Stutters is announcing every town and village we come into. We pull into a McDonald's/gas station parking lot in Oklahoma City at 2 o'clock in the morning. The bus parks, everyone gets off to smoke cigs. If you ride the bus, you puff cigs. You a kid on the bus, you puff cigs. Everybody. The only 3 people who stay on the bus are me, Stutters, and the Nigerian. Literally everybody else gets off to smoke cigs. They get out and they're right in front of the bus, right here, in their group smoking. And because it's the South, at 2 o'clock in the morning, on the other side of the parking lot is a group of good old boys and their significant others and their pickup trucks. Correct? Within a matter of moments, that devolved into the good old boys and the bus people shouting at each other across the parking lot like some long-distance episode of Maury Povich. Like, fuck you! No, fuck you! Skeek-a-doo! Just fucking cackling white trash madness at one another, right? So they're going back and forth, and then the good old boys hop in their pickup trucks. They start hopping in their pickup trucks, driving as fast as they can at the group of bus people, and then at the last second, they peel away and circle to do it again. They are playing human chicken with the bus people. I'm sitting watching it unfold, and then I see a truck coming, and I remember thinking, oh, well, that one's coming way too fast. And it was, and at the last minute when it tried to peel away, it hit one of the bus dudes. The moment it hit the bus dude, the old Nigerian behind me goes, kaboom, motherfuckers! He's the only hero in this story. He is the only champion in this tale, okay? So, now, I had never seen a man get hit by a truck before, so I don't know if they always hit the concrete and then Bruce Lee back up, immediately ready to fight. But that is what he did. It was like, boom, boom, let's fucking do it! The two sides rush each other like a WWE event to the middle of the parking lot. Now, if you've never seen bus people fight parking lot people, it's a lot like the Civil War, if the South would have fought itself. The moment it starts getting ugly, I have this thing in me. My dad, he taught me to be a peacekeeper, so I'm thinking I have to do something, and I stood up to go help, but I shouldn't have had that thought. I shouldn't have gone to do this. This here is natural selection at its best. Okay, Darwin could write a book about what's gonna happen in this parking lot. People need to die, gene pools need to end. It has to end here. But I didn't think that way. I was like, I gotta help. And I got up, and to his credit, Stutters came with me, and the two of us got off the bus, and by that point, the bus driver had come out of the gas station McDonald's, and it was the three of us in the middle of this fight trying to separate it, right? Actually went really well. It separated really easily. Everybody was pretty calm. When the guy, the truck, who did the hitting of the man, came pulling back up. In the truck was the man who committed the attempted vehicular homicide. Next to him was his cartoonishly obese wife. And in the back, well, not really in the back, just more darting around the cab, was a 9-year-old boy, just like, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. Just fuck seatbelts and safety, right? It's 2 o'clock in Oklahoma. He's not fucking going to college, right? We might as well get a jump start on his organs, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, welcome to the show. So, that truck doesn't even stop rolling when that obese woman flings the door open and starts storming at the group of people, accusing the man who got hit by the truck of faking it. You're a fucking faker! Fuck you, you fucking faker! You took a goddamn dive! You're a fucking faker! She's roaring up to the fight. To his credit, the man pulled the truck the rest of the way up to the fight and got out way calmer. He was like, yeah, I did that. And then his boy got out, and because he's a wonderful father, he took his son and he put him up on the hood of the truck so he could watch over the fight. Like it was some scene from Hillbilly Lion King, you know? Like, one day, son, this could all be yours. Ha, Svenja, skitty ski, Red Bull. Who, Toby Keith tattoos. The dad steps in front of the truck to the fight. By this point, everything is calmed back down again, either because the woman is no longer angry, or B, she is winded from the 11-step walk from where she exited the truck to the fight itself. It doesn't matter why. She's no longer angry. Everything seems fine. When one of the bus people did the funniest thing you could ever do in that scenario. They threw a Diet Coke at the fat woman. Now, I'm trying to keep peace, and I know that's a fucking boss move right there. That's a winner's play. He throws a Diet Coke. It hits the fat woman in the neckish, checkish, chestish boob. You can't tell what it is, but in this region, it explodes. She reacts like it's holy water. Ah! So fucking funny. Oh my God, it was so fucking funny. Her husband did not feel the same way about the humor that I did. He lost his damn mind. He started Tasmanian devil in his arms, trying to murder someone. And I'm right in front of him, and I'm not trying to punch him, I'm not trying to hurt him, I'm literally just trying to stop a homicide. I just have my hands on his chest, that's all I'm doing. This is it. I don't know if his son thought that I was trying to hurt his dad, but that 9-year-old boy shouted the words Hulk Hogan, which isn't even a fucking relevant wrestler at this time, leapt off the hood of the truck and flying punched me in the face. Now, I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to be in an Oklahoma City McDonald's / gas station parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning with 60 of the grossest people on the earth. Just fucking Crocs and socks and jean shorts that cut themselves and sleeveless racing t-shirts and fucking Tweety Bird tattoos. And been able to be the worst out of those people But I've lived that because I had a real moment where I was like, I am gonna fuck this 9-year-old up. And I stepped to him. I stepped to a 9-year-old child. I did the what? The I'm gonna crush your face, child. That move. Literally 60 of the worst people on earth all at the same time were like, no! Fight's over! That is the exact moment the police car pulls into the parking lot. They see 60 disgusting adults going, no! A child and a grown man in a Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt welded back, ready to melt his nose. Now, the good news is I didn't get in any legal trouble for the incident. They believed me. I told my side of the story. There were other witnesses. I was exonerated in the process. The bad news is I had to miss the bus. They left without it. Anybody who was involved in the fight had to stay behind and do statements. We missed the bus, so I missed my bus. I have to sleep in the Oklahoma City bus station and take a different bus in the morning because, fast fact, the longest you can be banned from a Greyhound bus is until the next bus shows up. And so I'm getting on the bus in the morning, and it's been a long night, and it hit me. I was like, oh shit, I have to call my dad. I'm not going to be there when he thinks I'm going to be there. So I called my dad, and he answered in an incredible mood, because why wouldn't he? This is one of the monumental weekends in his entire life. He goes, hey, bud, how's it going? I was like, Dad, hey, just real quick, I am not going to be there this morning. God, there was an incident last night. I threatened to punch a child. I didn't punch a child. He punched me first, actually. There's a fat woman in Diet Coke, and I was actually trying to keep peace. I wanted to fucking punch the child, but I didn't. The point is, I'm going to be on a different bus later today, and my dad goes, all right, well, I'm going to take you off speakerphone there, bud. My dad was at breakfast with my soon-to-be 3 new sisters, 2 of their foster parents, and 3 social workers from the state of Texas. So I am still a little bit scared of flying, but I'm definitely far more scared of all the disgusting trash in between places. Thank you guys so much.